Hi, David Wallimann here. Today I want to tell you about an application that I recently discovered. It's a music transcription helper tool, and it's available for all the main OSs, so Windows, Mac, Android, and it basically helps you transcribe music. So there's nothing revolutionary there. There are other applications like this, but this is super simple and it's affordable too. It's around $14 US, I think, but you can check the website. Okay, let me just show you briefly how it works, and I'll meet you right after. Here it is, Music Trans, super simple to use. I'm using the Mac version. The first thing you need to do is to import a file. So click on the import button right here. You select your file. In this case, we're going to work on a file, on a song from Evolving Seas of Glory. We're going to transcribe that, or pretend that we're going to transcribe that, because I already did. The tabs are available for you guys. If you want, I'll leave a link below. But let's open a song here. We'll open the song Time. And you see the WAV file right here. I can change the speed of that by just dragging that little slider here. Makes it easier to transcribe. You can see that there is a pitch detection. So underneath here, that keyboard kind of detects all the notes that it's hearing. It can be useful if you're working, for example, on a guitar solo with no backing track and with no effects, and just something very basic as far as the tone goes, because when there's delay, that can influence the pitch detection a little bit. But it can be useful for some sections. If you have an isolated lick and you slow it down, this can give you an idea. But you know what I will say about that. I think it's useful, but I don't think you should just rely on that. You should really rely on your ears. That's the most precious thing you have. But it's cool that we have that. I can go later in the song, obviously. If I want to work on a section around here, just click there. Let's say that I want to loop a section. Well, we have some looping tools here on the bottom right. I can decide to start my loop right here. And then we'll stop the loop right here. That's going to loop over and over. Now, if I want to really make that loop super precise, I can zoom into the loop that I had. And I can move these little sliders exactly where I want as far as the loop goes. And this is going to be done in real time too. And that allows me to transcribe. I can, in parallel to that, maybe open Guitar Pro and do my transcription if I want to. It has some basic EQ functions also. So if I open this EQ here, there are a few presets that you can use. So if I'm transcribing a guitar and I click on this is going to boost the guitar signal, and that'll be a little bit easier for me to transcribe and hear what I'm trying to figure out. You can do the same with bass. There's different presets like that you can isolate. And obviously you can use the bands of the EQ to kind of like make your own mix if you want to. And so forth. So it's very useful. It's very basic, but you don't need tons of different options if all you want to do is pop in a song and try to figure out a solo. Just slow it down, loop your sections, and play with EQ a little bit. That's enough, I think, for this tool. And it's about $14, which is really affordable if you want to transcribe some music. And that's so important. Transcribing music is one of the tasks any musicians should do, I think, if they want to get better and if they want to have new ideas. You don't need necessarily to buy tabs or to buy music transcriptions. There's a lot you can do with your ear, and this really helps you do it. I discovered this application really randomly, talking to the developer of Retrobox TV. If you don't know what Retrobox TV is, oh my gosh, guys, if you're into old school gaming and you have an Android box, that's what I use. I've got an NVIDIA Shield TV hooked to my TV, and it's an app for, let me just show you. Basically, Retrobox TV is a launcher. It launches different emulators. If you don't know, an emulator is basically an application that emulates something else. And in this case, we're talking about old school games, old school systems. So the Amiga, I grew up with the Amiga, Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, all those things, MAME. There's a lot of different emulators that this can run, and it's very, very simple to use. You don't have to download all the emulators somewhere else. It basically fetches those download links, and it just makes the process so much easier. And that's basically one of the things that I do when I don't play music. But that's the connection with this application. Anyways, I had some question about Retrobox TV. Talked to the main developer, and turns out that we share the same passion for guitar. And he also has an Ibanez Premium, which is unfortunately no longer available, but we share that interest and started talking about guitars and stuff. And he told me that he had this. He did this too, and that's why I'm sharing it here. Check it out. It's good. Thank you for watching this. I will see you very soon. And until then, practice well.